It's the middle of June. It was the middle of the day when we recorded this next video, and that means it should be as busy as it can be at Walt Disney World Resort. And yet, folks, we must tell you that crowd levels are falling far short of what Disney would likely like to have. Today, we'll show you why the attendance at the happiest place on earth is dropping with no end in sight. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel, where we bring you the things you need to know, and oftentimes we do it before anyone else even has an inkling of what's going on. Today, we're going to do just that with Disney World attendance. It's bad. It's real bad, and it's happening at a time when everybody should be saying hip hip hooray for summer vacays. As we get ready to bring you this exclusive information, consider clicking the like button, and let's dive in. Okay, folks, take a look at this out of Thrill Data. We are watching something happen right now. Each one of these bars represents a single month of wait times at Walt Disney World Resort. And we use these to correlate to attendance. Regardless of what Disney tries to tell us, we think this is true, and, we will have proof for it in just a moment, okay? Or at least we'll have some evidence to back us up. What we're watching right now, I want you to pay attention. June, despite the fact that Disney is closing attractions, June currently has a lesser wait time on average than May, which currently has a lesser wait time on average than April, which currently has a lesser wait time than March. Are you seeing a pattern here? And I just want to remind folks that if we go all the way back to 2019, this is not what we saw happen. May gave way to June, and the crowd levels went up because that summer vacay. July got more crowded. If we go back to 2022, what happened? Well, guess what? May was down there at 38 minutes. Wait time, June went up to 44. Why am I saying this? Because for the last 3 years, something weird is going on, and that is they try to tell you this is normal. It's not. Crowd levels are dropping from January, and they steadily just go down. They pick back up for like Christmas time, and then they go back down. And it's continuing. This is going on at Walt Disney World, which indicates people aren't there. Now, I've been waiting for today, okay? I have been waiting to have a panel on to talk about this when we can go live dead set in the middle of a summer weekday at Disney World. It should be so crowded you can't believe it because, well, people are taking kids, they've been in school, and now this is when summer vacation happens. It's been this way for 30, 40 years. Hello and welcome to WDWpassport.com, where they have the live, up-to-date wait times at Magic Kingdom today. Can I show you what the wait times are? And then you tell me how this could possibly be a crowded Disney park. You can currently get on Haunted Mansion in 35 minutes, and that's probably actually quicker. It's a Small World is down to 20 minutes. You can get on Jungle Cruise, 20 minutes. You can get on, let's see here. Let's go down to, I'm not doing the meet and greets. Let's go to, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, soon to come to Hollywood Studios, maybe. It's down at 15 minutes. Peter Pan is under an hour. Pirates of the Caribbean is a half hour. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is under an hour. And for those of you who say, oh, look, Pro, Tiana's Pie Adventure is popular. Big Thunder is down. So there's literally nothing to do in Frontierland right now, except ride Tiana.
So, the numbers, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens when Big Thunder's back. If we go to Epcot, how's it going over to Epcot? Frozen is less than an hour. Guardians is a little bit over an hour. And then there's you can get on Soarin' in 15 minutes. That's walk-on.
That's a great ride.
Soarin's a walk-on. Mission Space is a walk-on. Remy's is getting down there close to a walk-on. Spaceship Earth is a walk-on. There are very few rides at Epcot, by the way.
Remember Spaceship Earth? I was just saying, Spaceship Earth being a walk-on, I think that is very telling because Spaceship Earth usually can be showed as how many people are coming into the park at any given time because it's the first attraction there and it's the first one a lot of people stop at.
Well, I just want listen. If we were doing this in the off time of February, right? Not the weekend when they're doing the run, not when it's President's Day weekend, whatever. Like if we just picked a random day in the middle of February or like in September after the kids have gone back to school, late August, then you could say, Pro, you're being unfair. We are in the middle of summer. It is the middle of the day. Come on. At Hollywood Studios, you can get on. God, there's nothing to do at Hollywood Studios. Rock and Roller Coaster is 40 minutes. Star Tours is a walk-on right now. Rise of the Resistance is under an hour. Toy Story Mania is 35 minutes. Tower of Terror is going to take you a half hour. And again, a lot of times these are bloated. And Animal Kingdom, where there truly is nothing to do. Man, there's nothing. Why are you going to Animal Kingdom? You love the ambiance? Yeah, me too. It's a great design park. There is nothing open. Avatar is slightly over an hour. Dinosaurs at 30 minutes. Everest is at 30 minutes. And again, folks, the safaris are at 25 minutes. There are no rides. So the fact that these wait times are this low is almost impossible because there's no rides anymore. They've closed them all down. This is the situation, okay? They can tell you whatever they want to say. They can tell you that revenues are up. I have no way to discount it. I have no way to punch back at that. All I can tell you is everything we have, including the historic wait times in the parks, including the live wait times that we're staring at right now, say to me, this is a resort in deep, deep trouble. Eric, I want to go to you first. Your thoughts on the idea that Disney World looks pretty darn abandoned in summer. And I know, Erica, somebody out there is going to say, nah, look, I got a picture right here. Folks, compared to summers in the past, come on. Erica, it's empty. What do you say? Erica, you're muted.
Anyone can manipulate a photo depending on the angle you take it at. And if you're in an area of the park that's a little bit more crowded than another area, then you can easily, say it's busy. But the parks are relatively huge and all of Disney property is massively huge. So if you can see the pavement and a lot of it, it's not busy. I'm sorry. The average being 20 minutes, which Disney's good at inflating numbers. 20 minutes to me is a walk-on anyways. That's without it being inflated. That I'm just like, okay, for one, I'm like, wow, a little shocked, but then not shocked because I think we were kind of expecting this after Epic Universe opening. I'm curious as to what the numbers are. How do they compare to what's at Universal, and not just Universal, but just Orlando in general, all the other theme parks, even down to Busch Gardens in Tampa?
Now, the reason, Erica, that we seldomly compare wait times from Disney to Universal is because they calculate their wait times differently. Folks out there they may say, oh, come on, a wait time is a wait time. And it's like, no, we tend to think, and we've done research into this, that Disney wait times don't always equal exactly how long you're going to wait. But the fact that they have been doing this for years means that we have a non-variable way to measure Disney and then correlate that out to crowd levels. Ron, you're at the parks all the time. So is Marvin. I'll go to you first, though, Ron. Ron, are the parks sparse, particularly Animal Kingdom and Epcot, at a time of year when they should be flooded with guests?
Well, I mean, I think Marvin has pointed this out before. Disney has been skewing their marketing away from families and toward Disney adults, if you will, or the couples that don't have any kids. And I think it's really hurting them as far as their attendance numbers. What I'm seeing right now, personally myself, and it's really funny because at the very last minute, they started marketing towards families. They wanted to call this the Cool Kids Summer, but that marketing came out really, really late. I don't understand. If they were going to market for Cool Kids Summer, that marketing should have started happening in December of last year. It literally just started happening last month. So they were very, very late to the game on that. The marketing team is not doing well. The only thing that I think is saving the revenue are lightning lanes. But here's what I'm saying. I've told so many people, my biggest advice, do not buy lightning lanes. You do not need them. We just proved it. We just saw the wait times. The wait times you are showing have nothing to do with lightning lanes, meaning that people are not having to wait without buying a lightning lane. I saw the weirdest thing the other day. So I'm at Epcot and I go over to Living with the Land. I love Living with the Land. There was zero wait time. It said, now when there's zero wait, it says 5 minutes. That's literally the walk-on posted wait time. For Soarin', if it says 10 minutes, that is walk-on because they're calculating supposedly the time it takes you to walk onto the ride, right? So I go over there, it says 5 minutes, and People were walking into the lightning lane, and I swear, I'm like, I felt so bad for those people that had been duped into buying lightning lanes, and the only thing that was available for them is something that is a walk-on ride. You just paid how much money out of pocket to do what I just did for my entrance price? That should never be happening, and it was really, really sad to see it. I hate to see people getting duped into buying the lightning lane when they don't need it. It's very clear. People should just check the wait times before they go, which you can easily do simply by looking at the wait times on the My Disney Experience app, and then calculating by 0.34, or I should say 0.75, the wait time. Whatever it shows you, it is probably, and I think Culture has pointed this out, Marvin has pointed it out before, it is typically about 75% of what it says. So if it says that you've got a 65-minute wait, it's probably a 40-minute wait. And if it says anything below 20, like Erica said, walk on.
Yeah, and again, I mean, something like Pirates, something like Soarin', something like those attractions, that's how long it takes you to walk the line. So wait times for something that has an enormously long queue, if it's 20 minutes or less, Erica's 100% right. That's the time it's going to take you to walk from one end to the other. You'll have like maybe 12 people in front of you when you get to the end of that. But it is, look, Disney has a standard practice overestimating by at least 25%. That's just the way it is. And that comes down to something they care about, or they used to care about. Now they seem to be returning to, which is the guest satisfaction with each individual attraction, because they have so few, especially in Epcot, as you guys pointed out, and Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is suffering right now from a lack of things to do. So if you're not a big zoo person, or you're not gonna go ride the safari like 11 times, you're gonna lack for stuff to do. The line, unfortunately, is still too long for Flight of Passage, and the boat ride ended up being exactly the waste that it was predicted to be. They really needed to build that third attraction there that had originally been part of the package, and they didn't. You gotta go. You gotta give it to Disney. They do the absolute minimum to at least try to satisfy the guests.
Well, I'll say this, and I want to go to Marvin on it. Culture's exactly right. The answer that Disney was attempting was be the Howard Johnson of the summer, right? Kids get 50% off. Next year they eat for free. Hey, UK, how's a 60%, 70% discount sound? None of it's working. Clearly, what we just looked at with the attendance, I mean, this isn't pulling people back in. I think this must be the summer when Americans are saying, I'm going to go to a national park instead rather than Disney. Marvin, what are we missing here? Is there a secret supersized crowd that happens on a particular day of the week that we just don't know about?
No, I think that what we're seeing is just a mass rejection. I think you can only tell people they're not you can only show people they're not welcome for so long before they stop coming. So basically what's happening is Disney has turned its parks into a playground for Disney adults and dual income, no kids, and families have started to take their business elsewhere. It's what we all knew they were going to do eventually. It was definitely going to happen at some point, and we're seeing it now in real time. I mean, look, summer vacation, that was when the families came out in force, and we are at a point now where just about every school in the country is out. Even the Northeast schools are getting out within like this week or next week. So this should be the time of a surge, and what we're seeing is it's the same amount of people that are going on a month where there is school. Which, what does that show you? They're not families. Families aren't going. They're not taking, it's not that, parents with kids are coming. It's the same Disney adults that showed up in February that are showing up now in June. And that's a huge problem. And also, I think you can't overlook the fact that, a brand new state-of-the-art and soon-to-be expanding theme park just opened up down the street that I think a lot of people want to take a look at. And as much as Josh D'Amaro wants to say that the presence of Epic Universe is going to bring more business to Disney, that's wishful thinking. That's nonsense talk.
Well, so far, that's not happening. So until something changes, why would we believe that they're, listen, here's the deal, too. Epic Universe is already expanding. They're already building their expansions. They'll probably have their expansions done. That's amazing. It's a brand new park, and they're going to have phase 2. While Disney is still trying to tear down the stuff that we love because they just don't have enough space. They don't have enough. We can't have the things that we enjoyed plus new stuff. They got to tear it down, and it's just slowing them down. Darn it, there's just too much water in Rivers of America, just slowing them down. And you wouldn't believe how heavy Statler and Waldorf are to carry out of their little balcony. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. Anyway, that's where we are, folks. That's the reality. They can spin it however they want to, but we're going to win it with the facts. Folks, it's time to bid you adieu, but we hope that you will help us anew, and that is, we're only asking you click that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, have you gone the way of thatparkplace.com? www.thatparkplace.com. It's the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to, well, you should be. A bastion of truth and knowledge when it comes to entertainment and everything that's going on. Go check it out today, folks. We would love to have you over there as well. All right, we are getting ready to head out, but do not fret, for we will put out 4 more videos tomorrow, so long as the good Lord allows. And we believe that probably, just might, happen. All right, until the next time we get to share time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.